What if the key to a greener future is not in the soil beneath us, but in the water around us? This thought-provoking question invites us to explore the fascinating realms of hydroponics and soil gardening. As we stand on the brink of a future where food security and efficient farming methods are crucial, it's high time we dive into these two intriguing methodologies. Think about it. The world's population is booming and urban spaces are expanding, leaving us with the challenge of how to grow enough food in limited areas. Enter the world of hydroponics, where plants are grown in a nutrient-rich solution, minus the soil. It's a method that's as futuristic as it sounds, offering the promise of higher yields and faster growth rates. But let's not forget traditional soil gardening, a time-honored practice that's kept our plates full for centuries. It too has its merits, offering biodiversity and a natural connection to the earth. In the world of sustainable farming, two methods stand out: hydroponics and soil gardening. Hydroponics, a method of growing plants without soil, and traditional soil gardening, each offer unique advantages. Hydroponics, a term derived from the Greek words hydro, meaning water, and ponos, meaning labor, paints a picture of plants growing in water. It's a method where plants are grown in a mineral nutrient solution, sans soil. Picture this: leafy greens sprouting from vertical towers, their roots immersed in a nutrient-rich, water-based solution, basking in the perfect amount of light and temperature. It's like a high-tech spa treatment for plants, tailored to their every need. On the flip side, we have the time-honored tradition of soil gardening. This method involves planting seeds directly into the earth, allowing them to draw nutrients from the soil, bathe in sunlight, and grow with the rhythm of nature. Imagine your hands deep in loamy soil, the scent of earth in your nose, and the satisfaction of seeing sprouts emerge from the seeds you planted. It's a direct connection to the earth, a tactile and rewarding experience that hydroponics simply can't replicate. The key difference between these two methods lies in their approach to providing nutrients to the plants. Hydroponics bypasses the soil, delivering nutrients directly to the plant roots via water. This precise control over nutrient delivery can lead to faster plant growth and higher yields. On the other hand, soil gardening relies on the complex ecosystem within the soil to feed the plants. The soil contains a myriad of microorganisms that help break down organic matter into nutrients that the plants can absorb. While both methods have their merits, they also have distinct advantages and disadvantages. Hydroponics boasts faster growth rates, potentially higher yields, and uses less water, making it a suitable choice for urban environments with limited space. However, it requires more initial setup and ongoing maintenance. Soil gardening, on the other hand, is simpler to start, promotes biodiversity, and can be more sustainable in the long run. Yet it might require more space and water, and the yields can be less predictable. In the end, both hydroponics and soil gardening offer unique paths to the same destination: growing plants. The choice between them depends on your circumstances, resources, and personal preferences. Whether you're drawn to the tech-savvy world of hydroponics or the earthy charm of soil gardening, both methods hold the promise of a greener future. Hydroponics offers a futuristic approach to farming, with faster growth rates, higher yields, and efficient water usage. This method of agriculture, quite literally, takes soil out of the equation, replacing it with a nutrient-rich water solution. Imagine the possibilities this brings. Plants can grow virtually anywhere, from towering skyscrapers to humble home basements. With hydroponics, the constraints of space and soil quality are a thing of the past. This means that urban areas, often considered concrete jungles, can now become thriving green spaces. What makes hydroponics truly stand out is its efficiency. The plants have direct access to nutrients, eliminating the need for extensive root systems. This results in faster growth rates and higher yields. Just picture a lettuce plant, ready to harvest in a month instead of 2, or a tomato vine that yields twice as many fruit as its soil-grown counterpart. Hydroponics also shines in its water usage. Traditional soil gardening can be quite thirsty, with a lot of water lost to evaporation or runoff. But in a hydroponic setup, Water is recirculated, dramatically reducing consumption. In fact, hydroponics uses up to 90% less water than soil gardening. And let's not forget about pest control. Without soil, many common pests are left homeless, reducing the need for harmful pesticides. This makes hydroponics a safer choice for both our health and the environment. Now, let's take a journey to a bustling city. Amidst the skyscrapers and traffic, you find a rooftop garden, a green oasis in the concrete desert. This is not a dream, but a reality made possible by hydroponics. From leafy greens to juicy strawberries, a variety of crops flourish in this urban farm, showing us the true potential of hydroponics. The efficiency and adaptability of hydroponics make it a compelling choice for urban farming. It brings the farm to the city, making fresh local produce a reality for urban dwellers. With hydroponics, we are one step closer to a future where everyone has access to fresh, healthy food, no matter where they live. Soil gardening, on the other hand, fosters biodiversity, environmental sustainability, and the therapeutic aspect of working with soil. Indeed, soil gardening is a practice as old as human civilization itself, deeply rooted in our collective history and culture. It's a method that nurtures not only plants, but also the complex web of life within the soil. From microscopic organisms to larger creatures like earthworms, soil gardening promotes biodiversity, creating a thriving ecosystem that contributes to the overall health of our planet. Moreover, soil gardening plays a significant role in environmental sustainability. The soil itself is a natural carbon sink, absorbing greenhouse gases and mitigating climate change. And the organic matter in the soil, it's a recycling powerhouse, transforming plant and animal waste into nutrient-rich humus, feeding our plants and reducing the need for synthetic fertilizers. But soil gardening isn't just about the environment and biodiversity, it's also about us, the gardeners. There's something deeply therapeutic about working with soil. The act of planting, nurturing, and harvesting our own food can be an incredibly grounding and rewarding experience. It connects us to the cycles of nature, the changing seasons, and the rhythm of life itself. And let's not forget the satisfaction of a successful harvest. The joy of biting into a freshly picked tomato, or the pride in sharing homegrown vegetables with friends and family. These moments are the fruits of your labor, a tangible reward for your efforts. Soil gardening also fosters a sense of community. Gardens become gathering places where knowledge, seeds, and produce are shared. They become vibrant hubs of life, buzzing with activity and fostering connections between people of all ages and backgrounds. Yes, soil gardening might require more manual labor compared to hydroponics. It might demand a deeper understanding of nature and its cycles. But the rewards it offers, both tangible and intangible, are truly invaluable. Soil gardening, with its connection to the earth, holds a timeless charm. When we compare hydroponics and soil gardening across cost, setup complexity, maintenance, and environmental impact, we see a balanced picture. Let's start with cost. Hydroponic systems can come with a higher initial expense. The cost of equipment, nutrient solutions, and growing mediums can add up. However, the return on investment can be substantial, with faster growth rates and higher yields per square foot. Soil gardening, on the other hand, often requires a lower upfront cost, but ongoing expenses like fertilizers, pesticides, and water can accumulate over time. Next, we consider setup complexity. Hydroponics can be a bit intimidating for beginners. It involves setting up a system that delivers nutrients to the plants and maintaining the right balance of nutrients and pH levels. Soil gardening, while more familiar to most, still requires knowledge about soil types, composting, and pest control. Maintenance is another important aspect. Hydroponic systems, once set up, can be easier to maintain. They use less water, have fewer pest problems, and no weeds. Soil gardening requires regular watering, weeding, and pest management. But it's also a labor of love for many, with the tactile experience of working with soil being a reward in itself. Now, let's talk about environmental impact. Hydroponics uses significantly less water than soil gardening, making it a sustainable choice in water-scarce regions. However, It relies on manufactured nutrient solutions, which can have an environmental cost. Soil gardening contributes to biodiversity and helps sequester carbon, but it can also contribute to water pollution if fertilizers and pesticides are not managed properly. In conclusion, it's clear that neither method is superior across all categories. Hydroponics shines in its efficiency and adaptability, especially in urban environments. Soil gardening, on the other hand, stands out for its environmental benefits and the joy it brings to garden enthusiasts. Each method has its strengths and weaknesses, making the choice dependent on specific needs and circumstances. Whether you're a city dweller with limited space or a rural gardener seeking to maintain biodiversity, the choice between hydroponics and soil gardening is not a duel, but a dance, each method complementing the other in the grand scheme of sustainable farming. So, who is the winner in this green duel? The answer might surprise you. As we've journeyed through the world of hydroponics and soil gardening, it's become clear that there's no outright champion here. Instead, the real victor is the integration of both methods. It's about leveraging the strengths of each approach to meet different needs and circumstances. Imagine a future where hydroponics and soil gardening coexist, complementing each other in harmony. Picture urban rooftops adorned with efficient hydroponic systems, while rural landscapes thrive with rich, diverse soil gardens. This integration is not a compromise, it's an evolution. It's about using the best of both worlds to address our food security challenges and create sustainable green urban spaces. As we continue to innovate and explore, we'll find new ways to blend these methods, continually pushing the boundaries of what's possible in gardening. By embracing both hydroponics and soil gardening, we open doors to innovative gardening practices for a greener, more sustainable future.